Hey, what's up guys? Cam here, and today I'm coming at you from the beautiful gardens here in Singapore. Quickly, if you haven't already, make sure you sign up on GameCourse.com for the email list, which is where I share a lot of exclusive content only available through there. So make sure you go and sign up. And if you haven't already, I want you to join us on the forum. We need more of you guys signed up and interacting with the community. We're only as strong as we come together to help each other out. So definitely join the forum and make sure you introduce yourself once you do. Today's question is all about how to deal with stress. And this is a question I get a lot because gaming has always been your outlet. It's been the way that you've been able to escape from dealing with the situation, whatever that situation in your life is. And this was definitely the case for me. When I was being bullied in school or having trouble at home, gaming gave me the outlet to escape. Anytime I was feeling stressed out and needed a break, gaming was there for me. And I really believe it's one of the main reasons why we all play. So today I want to share with you some ideas around this concept of stress, how we used it when we were gaming, and now that we've quit, how it changes in our life. Now there's two really important things we need to understand about stress. The first is that there's a difference between feeling stressed and feeling different emotions. Now when we're gaming, we're kind of numb because we're not really paying attention, and instead, whatever emotions we're feeling, we're just trying to escape from them. A great example is when we're feeling anxious. Now, this is different than feeling stressed. Although we feel stressed when we feel anxious, it's really important for us to identify how we're actually feeling so that then we can build a proper plan to deal with that specific experience. One of the main things that happens after we quit gaming is we start to become a lot more aware of our emotions. And this happens because we no longer have our crutch, which is gaming, numbing all of these emotions for us. Now, that can be a bit scary, but it's actually a blessing, because it allows us to experience them for what they are and then learn how to interact with them so they're not such a negative experience in our life. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to understand. There's a difference between your stress and your emotions, and you need to have the self-awareness to identify what's actually happening. The next really important thing to understand is that stress is a perspective. I really do believe that most of us are more stressed out than we really need to be, and that's just because we have a limited perspective. Stress tends to come when we have a perceived lack of control, when we feel trapped or we feel scared. It can also happen when we feel like we don't really know what to do about whatever situation is coming up. So I'll share a quick example with you. Right now I'm traveling, and when you travel, a lot of different stressful experiences can happen that are completely out of your control. For example, I was just in Bali, Indonesia, and when I was there, I went to take out money from the ATM and my card was declined. It didn't really make any sense. I know I have money in there, but for whatever reason, my card wasn't working. Now, when you're in a foreign country and your card isn't working, that can be really scary because you don't have any access to money. And depending on what country you're in, that can be more challenging to get access to your card. When I'm back home, I can just pick up my phone and call them. Whereas when I'm in a foreign country, I might not have a phone, and now I have to find Wi-Fi, give them a call. There's a time zone difference. There's a lot of different variables. So I find Wi-Fi and I call my bank and they tell me they're closed and to call back later. So I do, and eventually I get on the phone with them and they tell me that my credit card identity has been stolen and they need to send me a new one. And I can't use my card until that happens. Now obviously this isn't really an option for me. I'm in a foreign country, it's my only access to money, and I need my card. So after talking to them, they basically tell me that in order to use my card, I have to call them and they'll only unlock it for 3 hours at a time, which is super frustrating because there are times when that's not really the easiest thing for me to do, just pick up the phone and call them. That means I have to find Wi-Fi, I have to wait on the phone. It's just not really that simple. In this experience, I can be stressed, I can be frustrated, I can feel a bunch of different emotions. But what's important is that sometimes stress can happen and there's nothing you can really do about it. It's not within your control. But how you respond is within your control. A lot of us, when we're feeling stressed, there are easy solutions to be able to deal with the situation. For instance, in this situation, the easy solution was for me to use the 3 hours I had at the time to go take out as much money as I could so I didn't have to call them again every single time. Now, yes, this might be a bit inconvenient, but it is what it is. And that doesn't necessarily mean I need to be super stressed about it. Stress can happen, it is what it is, but it's not always within your control. But how you respond is within your control. I really do believe you do have the power to not feel stressed about certain situations and instead focus on what you can control, identify what you can do to fix the situation, and then go and do those things. Now, the truth is, one of the reasons why so many people in the world feel stressed is because it makes them feel alive. And the reason this happens is because we all have a human need for significance. Now, our need for significance comes from a need to feel powerful, a need to feel in control, a need to feel like we matter. And there are both positive and negative ways to fill this need. One of the negative ways to fulfill it is through stress, because when we feel stressed, it really makes us feel alive, it makes us feel our body, and it makes us feel like whatever issue we're going through really matters, which means we matter. Now, this isn't the healthiest way to fulfill this need, but it's one of the most common ways that most people in society do it. And the reason it happens is because we're not aware of our emotions. And when we're numb to the emotions we have, we tend to just live unconsciously on autopilot instead of consciously choosing how we actually want to feel. For me, stress is draining. Stress lowers my energy. I'm more likely to get sick. I feel anxious, and it's hard to just get things done. Every day, I want to feel happy. I want to feel alive. I want to feel productive. I want to feel like I'm actually moving on purpose towards achieving the goals and dreams that I have. Now, when you decide that you would rather feel amazing every day than feel like shit, and you make that conscious choice, it's up to you to start making decisions based on what facilitates that versus takes it away. And stress is a really good way to not feel amazing. So like I shared earlier, stress is a perspective. Although we can't control everything, there is so much in our life that we can control. And one of those is how we choose to respond to different situations in our life, how we choose to respond to stress. I would actually describe myself as someone who's very low stress, but that's because I work on it every single day. And when I do experience different challenging situations, like my bank card not working in Bali, in those moments I take a breath to ground myself. I shift back into gratitude into what I do have in life instead of what I don't. And then I create a very clear action plan into how I can fix whatever situation or emotion I'm experiencing. Finally, there are 2 steps I want you to take today. First is, after watching this video, I want you to set a timer for 5 minutes and just start writing down, in an ideal day, how would you feel every single day? Write that down and then leave it in the comments below. Next, I want you to take out 2 pieces of paper. On the first piece of paper, I want you to just write down all the things that you've done in the last 2 weeks. Any experiences you've had, any tasks you've done, just anything at all that you've spent time on. On the next piece of paper, I want you to split it into 2 columns. On one side, have a negative sign at the top, and on the other side, have a positive sign. Now, I want you to take everything that you've done and filter it into each side depending on what's given you energy versus what's taken energy away. What's made you feel more of the experience you actually want to have, and what's taken that away. Each of those things that's taken energy away from you, I want you to start eliminating them or finding ways to shift those into the positive side. A great example is friends. Some friends will really give you energy and make you feel amazing, and other friends will really make you feel like shit. Now, that doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that they don't make you feel amazing. Life is too short to not feel amazing as much as possible. For example, maybe for those friends that don't make you feel amazing, you need to create more distance, or maybe you need to have a conversation with them and actually tell them how you're feeling, or maybe you just need to cut them out from your life. Just remember, stress is a perspective, and it's up to you to choose how you respond when these experiences happen. It's up to you to optimize your life in a way that facilitates you feeling how you want to feel every day. For me, I want to feel amazing. I want to feel alive. I want to feel excited. I want to feel like I'm living my life to the fullest. I want to feel light. I want to feel happy. I want to laugh. And I don't want to be around people that take things too seriously. So I design my life in a way intentionally to experience more of all of that. I hope that helps you guys out. And if it does, make sure you guys leave a comment in the comments below. We need more comments. We need more interaction. We need you guys to get involved in our community. The best way to join our community is to sign up for the forums below. When you do, make sure you introduce yourself, and just remember that this isn't about me. This is about you. This is about our community, and each of us, if we come together and we help each other out, we can really make a difference in all of our lives. This game quitter community is really important. This movement matters, and it's up to us to define it. Start spreading the word. Leave a comment below. Say what's up. Share the video with your friends. That's it for me today. I hope you guys have a great week. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.